Thank you, Doctor. Doc Severinsen, the great NBC officer. Last week, the C-SPAN cable network began broadcasting live television coverage of the United States Senate in action. Now, there are some who feel that these broadcasts will affect members of the Senate who know now that they're going to make a speech they'll be on television. We take you live to the Senate, where a prominent member of that legislative body is about to be introduced.
The Senate will come to order. To continue our discussion of hunger in America, the chair recognizes the senior senator from South Carolina.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Majority Leader, my fellow senators, and home viewers, many of you have the impression that there's hunger in America. I have an impression, and it goes something like this. You dirty rats. You gave it to my brother, and now I'm going to give it to you. But seriously, Senate, we've got a great session for you today. Before I begin, I have an important word for all you lobbyists out there. While you're in the lobby, pick me up some buttered popcorn and a box of Raisinets. Which brings me to the bill I was discussing with my fellow senators at lunch today. I said I don't think we should split that bill 4 ways because I didn't have the soup. But seriously, speaking of food, unless we meet the needs of the hungry, the tax reform bill will be a juggling act. And if you'd like to see a juggling act, I got one right here. I got these oranges from the senior senator from the great state of Florida. Let me make you feel at home, Senator. Que pasa, Fidel Castro. I would like to say a word about the Graham-Rudman Act, which is an act Graham and Rudman were caught performing behind the Iwo Jima statue. But seriously, my fellow Americans, we cannot live with the current deficit. And speaking of deficits, did you hear the one about the butcher who turned his back on the automatic slicer and got a little behind in his work? Well, let me tell you, unless we radically change our system of checks and balances, the average American will be unable to stretch a dollar. Unless, of course, it's one of these. Earlier today, we met in a special caucus. You know what a caucus is? It's when you go to the doctor and he says, turn your head and caucus.
Order, order.
I'll have a roast beef on rye. Hold the horseradish. Just kidding. I believe it was the 16th president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, who said, why didn't I wear a metal hat? But seriously, Senate, we here in the Senate know not what it means to be poor. We live off the fat of the land. And if you want to live off the fat of the land, I suggest you grow potatoes on Tip O'Neill's love handles. The bill I'm introducing today on the floor, if we can get Senator Moynihan off the floor. Rough night last night, huh, Senator? The bill I'm introducing is bipartisan. I'm not sure what bipartisan means. I think it's when a woman is trapped inside a man's body. Now, that reminds me. Guy walks into a psychiatrist's office and says, Doc, you gotta help me. I feel like I'm a woman trapped inside a man's body. What should I do? The psychiatrist says, wait till dark, then make a break for it. But my esteemed colleagues, and I'm pretty steamed myself, some of us are Democrats and some of us are Republicans. But there's one thing that brings a tear to every senator's eye. That's riding a bicycle without a seat.
We will now take a roll call.
I'll have a prune Danish.
Will the senator kindly yield to the senator from Wyoming?
No, I won't yield, but I understand his wife does. Hey, thanks. Thank you. You've been a beautiful Senate. I'd just like to say that all this will go into the congressional record, and that record will be available from KTEL for only $12.95 on LP or cassette. And how about that? And if you act now on this great record offer, we'll throw in a copy of Ted Kennedy singing The Too Fat Polka. Incidentally, for you folks in the Washington area, I'll be appearing tomorrow at a toxic waste hearing. But enough about my wife's cooking. You've been great. Thank you very much.